Conference USA, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing. The Boilermakers will boot it away to start the game. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Delaware's offense will have the opening possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
The run to the left. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do, and when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
The Blue Hens are on the move. From the gun. Give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Going to the running game. There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Blue Hens kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. The sure hands, it's Thomas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Caught close to the marker, it's Tyree. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. The Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
And off to Jones. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The give to the left. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Blue Hens! Fit it in the window. score.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Purdue's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. The Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Jackson will throw. Dumps it to the back. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. After the missed connection, it's 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got him. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Wants to throw on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Flips it out on the screen. Turning it on. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Throws to the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Blue Hens are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Pocket breaking down. Gets drilled as he throws. big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Already find a hole in that secondary. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. A first down for the offense. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Boilermakers have pushed it inside the 20. Off-play action on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Wants to go up top. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. He might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Going to swing it on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. The give out of the gun. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He'll keep it on the sneak. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? The Purdue offense heads back out to the field.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Jackson will throw. Here's the pressure. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Behind the chains now on second and long. Gets the back moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Perry. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Blue Hens with the 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Breaks into the open. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back into play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Jackson gonna throw it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Now the play fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing, you've got guys swiping at it. You've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Forced out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Delaware! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Jackson will throw. Here's a heat. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this offense just can't get out of their own way. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers. Jesse, you have to take better care of the football. They're turning this thing over like they're a nonprofit.
Yeah, this thing goes back to football 101 now. 5 points of pressure. Everybody who touches the football. Forget about X's and O's in schemes and personnel groupings. You just have to do the fundamental things correctly.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Jackson gonna throw it. Finds his man, it's Perry. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Gain of 16. Good enough for a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Watson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
2nd down.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Snagged in the middle, it's Branch. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
And the offense will take over on the 1st and 10.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Tyree. They finally get him on the ground. He's got an explosive play for the first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And he never had it. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Second down.
And the Blue Hens trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield very late in the half. Got it in the middle. It's Jones. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Jones. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. This will likely be the last play of the half. From the red zone, looking for a space. He wants it all. Touchdown, Delaware. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Blue Hens will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The offense set for a first down play. To the air on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. That thing goes straight up like a rocket. Tell the blimp guys to look out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Going to the ground. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Oh, he's got some space. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Blue Hens, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Rushes on him. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Offense working from the pistol. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, this defense, they needed this earlier. I love to see it, and getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground, forcing the 3rd and long. They've struggled all day long. And
that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. They'll go right back to him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Jones.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they...
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone.
No, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen.
Touchdown, Blue Hens! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. On the move, it's Perry. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the back. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Perry. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here's the handoff. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Jackson will throw. Grabs it in the middle. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And the Boilermakers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
The Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. The Boilermakers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Purdue! In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a crease to the left. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can...
Turning it on! Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Hey, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. And the Blue Hens will punt it away on fourth down. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give to the back. Running into the open space. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's White. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. They'll run this play from the pistol. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit.
Breaks into the open. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Blue Hens will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Punts it out of the air. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gives it on the option.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give on the option. Finding open areas. Makes it past the marker. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Catch in the middle. It's Kelly. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Oh, he's got some... Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the first down. That is a killer if you're the defensive coordinator. You've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Beck's going for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one.